Okay, so this is feedback for Zoe Cole's work in progress presentation for units 5 and 6. So, team, feedback.
I liked the pictures. It's visually, because obviously you can't show everything. That's bad feedback, but it was nice to see like your cues. That
Yeah,
was,
so your
that
screenshots
was
and
good.
things, and your
Yeah.
the photos of your plans.
Seeing
Yeah,
the cues instead of just saying, "Oh, I've got cues."
yeah.
Yeah. Even also showing the shadow effect as well, showing what your inspiration.
Yeah. It does
And
help,
show
doesn't
that.
it?
Yeah.
Any other feedback, people?
I like seeing your whole action plan and seeing that it was all listed. That was really good, and it just sort of showed me the amount that you planned to.
What about Zoe's presentation style, like how she actually presented, rather than the content? What about that?
You presented really well and really confident, but you also used a little bit of slang.
I did.
So you said, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
As soon as possible.
yeah, as soon as possible.
Because you're so down with the kids, though.
I did notice one bit you did get a bit lost. Was when you talk about Lynn and that. You like repeated yourself a lot,
Yeah.
and then you're like,
Which could just be a bit of nerves, to be honest, or just not necessarily nerves, but just feeling like, oh God, I'm on the
You
spot
did
and
say,
I've got to keep
you know
talking.
what I mean? Yeah, it's like we might not possibly know what you mean.
Oh, you did feel quite chilled when you were speaking, so it wasn't oh God, what is she doing sort of thing. It was more.
Yeah, you made us feel relaxed, so that was nice. Yeah, good. So, go on.
I feel like there may have been a little bit too much writing on your presentation. In terms of just, could we compress it a little bit more? In terms of some of the slides.
So not like your action plan necessarily,
Yeah.
but I would agree with James. Occasionally, you were looking up at behind you at the
Yeah.
screen to check what was going on. So that might be where cue cards are more helpful, or even just a page of notes on a notebook that you've got in your hand that you can, which means you can look briefly, glance down at your cue cards and then talk to us rather than having to turn away,
But
sort of turn behind you.
It was bullet pointed quite a lot, but there were a lot of bullet points.
Yeah.
It was like, so.
Or maybe just spread them
Yeah.
out a bit or something. But I thought you presented really confidently, and I like you put a lot of information into it, so it was detailed. It wasn't just a surface level thing. So I thought that was really good. One of the things that I think you could personally work on, and you'll laugh at this because it's not just your slang, but is just how you speak and grammatically what you're saying. You said a lot of "we done this" and "we done that," when actually it's "we did" or I done. Yeah, and there was something else that you said. I can't remember, but maybe that's just a little something for you to focus on. Just using more professional language. Doesn't mean you have to change the way you speak at all. Like the way Zoe speaks is fine, but when you're going to stand up in front of other people, because eventually this could be you pitching for work, or you trying to get a job at a particular theatre or with a company or something, being able to stand up there and show them that you're taking it seriously and that you're using professional language would really, really up your game, I think. So that's one thing to think about. There was something else that was to do with content. Now, I liked the images, and actually, to be honest, I think you probably could have found a few more that would work really nicely, that would just give us a really good indication of what you're thinking. So your slides had quite a lot of detail on, but you yourself didn't necessarily go into a lot of detail. You sort of showed us things and then moved on and went, yeah, so that's that, and then moved to the next slide. So I think that could be another thing for you where you actually try and explain to us in more detail what you mean. You also missed out words a few times, or missed out little bits of information that if I didn't know as much as I already know about lilies, I would have had no idea what you were talking about. Like, as far as I'm concerned, if I was a total stranger, I would think that you actually were using proper hay bales.
Yeah.
So at no point did you say, we're making them out of foam, they're in different sections, we have to glue them together, we then put the refrigerant on. So just little things like that. It's almost like, don't assume that we all know everything already. Okay, but very well done.